Hi everyone, so in this video I want to run through the firmware that I've been developing, and this is my development circuit at the moment. Over here we have the basic development kit. This is by Dialog Semiconductor, and that's for the DA14580, which is a Bluetooth module. Underneath it we have the 3-volt cell battery, and that's what's powering the entire circuit at the moment. This one here, so this is actually where the magic happens. This is the tiny little module here, this little bit that's soldered on. This is the actual module that will be going into the watch itself. This is all the brains, this does absolutely everything. So whilst it looks like there's a big circuit here, it is literally that will be coming across to the watch. Over here we have the breadboard, and this is essentially what's connecting the two together. That allows me to actually program this chip without... There's a thing where you permanently program it, which I'm not doing at the moment whilst I develop. We have two LEDs, a switch on the right here, and the piezo transducer to make the beeping. So the way I've set up the firmware is that when you press the button on the right there, it will make the watch connectable, so you can then connect to it via Bluetooth. So it will flash a light, it will play a tone, and then for about 20 seconds it will continue to flash and be connectable. If you don't connect to it within those 20 seconds, it will go back into sleep mode. So sleep mode is kind of the permanent thing. So right now it's asleep, it's using as little energy as possible, and then I use the button to wake it up, and then I can connect to it with my smartphone. So if I press the button now, it is now connectable. So I shall open up my Bluetooth app. And then hopefully, as you can see here, we have the green communicator listed. If I now connect to it, it is now connected. So through the Bluetooth low energy setup, I've created a custom service, which if I read, is called MMPR call. If I now write to it, I have a few different options that I've set up. So if I give it the number 02, it will play a single tone. So this would happen if you get a text message or something like that. You can also use that for notifications as well. So I'll just show you that one again. So obviously this is just a generic app I'm using at the moment to connect to the device. Eventually I'll write my own, like in the previous videos. And that's it. So that plays once, and then it goes back to waiting, essentially. So the device is connected, but it's waiting for data to be sent to it. If I send it a 01, what this will actually do is this will start playing the tone, but it will do it in a loop this time, as if the phone was ringing. If I now send that a 00, that then stops it from ringing. If I press the button whilst it's connected now, for example, it will play what I'm considering the answer tone. So if, for example, you got a notification, so let's do 02 again. You could press the button afterwards, so it's kind of like you've answered it, if that makes sense. And then if I now disconnect, it gives me a bleep to say that I've disconnected. That then puts the system back into sleep mode, so it will do nothing. So the idea is that to then reconnect to the watch, I would then press the button and I can connect to it again. And that's it, connected. So I can once again make it play a tone. So that's it so far, that's how it works. I'm pretty happy with it. I can't think of anything else that I particularly want to add to it. Everything else can be done through software, so I could set up timers, for example. So in the app I could have say I want it to go off in 5 minutes time. I can create a timer on the phone and it will just send the 02 in this case to that characteristic, and then that will play that tone. So everything else can be done through the app. But if you guys have any other ideas, anything else you think would be really cool, let me know, and I'll see what's possible. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them below. And and I shall, well, the next stage for me will be to finalise the firmware. If you guys have any feedback, I'll take that into account before making the final version, programming it onto this chip here. And then once it's ready, I'll move that across to a custom circuit and start putting it in the watch. That's it. Thanks a lot.